And we are ready to debate tonight with Nalin, Kohli, Mahesh, Jethmalani, Lord Meghnad, Desai, MR Venkatesh. Mr. Jethmalani will be joining us. Pavan, Verma, Clyde, Crasto of the NCP, Rajiv of the Samajwadi Party, Prakash, Ambedkar, President of the Bharatiya Republican Party, Bahujan, Mahasangh. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Let's debate. Pavan, Verma, ye kintu parantu kyu is the point that Venkaya Raidu is raising. If there is something good which has happened, celebrate it. Why are some parties, especially your steadfast ally, the Congress party, determined to pick holes in what is a watershed move? Opening the debate is Pavan Verma. Feel free to come in, Nalin, Kohli, and anyone after that. Mr. Verma.
Arnab, if you have decided that even constructive commentary on what has been done is now equated with Kintu Parantu, then I cannot participate in this debate. But I want to say to you that we have welcomed and we will welcome any move to fight black money, the parallel economy, the link between black money and terrorism, and the counterfeiting of money. However, I will put before you, if you are willing with an open mind to hear it.
I always have an open mind, Mr. Verma, you know that.
Arnab, I am very familiar with the fact that you have an open mind.
Thank you.
But merely just to put on record, what we feel is that while we welcome such measures, I think the government should apply its mind to taking more extensive and emergency measures in order to facilitate the impact of this measure on a large section of the unorganized economy where the banking sector has not fully penetrated, such as the poor, the farmer, the daily wage earner, the middle class, the households, where there is a genuine problem of liquidity. Secondly, I want to mention to you that while we welcome this measure, if the government is serious about the erosion of black money, it must go to the root causes, and I believe the root cause of the generation of black money in this country is the nexus between politics and unaccounted money. I mention this to you only because the Election Commission has for half a dozen times proposed to the government and to Parliament to pass a law repealing the 20,000 rupee donations by unnamed donors. Now, I'll just finish. 30,000 crores was spent of unaccounted money in 2014. The BJP, for instance, a party which I greatly respect, by its own admission says that it received only 55 crore rupees by check out of its declared income of 297 crore rupees. In other words, not even 1/6 was accounted for. And it's a problem that cuts across all political parties.
Okay, now
I think if we want to generate... Now, third point is, this measure should not be in lieu of the promise to bring back black money.
No. One second. Sir, you have given a very comprehensive reply. And as you have probably seen today, I have displayed an unequal amount of patience in responding to you. All in good jest, Mr. Verma. All in good jest. You see, Mr. Verma, it's never too late to turn a new leaf. Now the point is... I'm just saying this. I like to see Mr. Verma smile. Last time he came on the program, he almost exploded.
Towards you.
No, it's all right. It's all in good humor. Now my point is this. Sir, on a lighter quip, I hope this large section of the unorganized economy where the banking sector has not penetrated is not a colloquialism for any particular political party, sir. Second point is, why? No. Today Chidambaram says, and actually I want to open the debate. I'll let Nalin Kohli go have his word, and then everyone else can come in. Today Chidambaram says, oh, don't worry, I was also thinking about it in the past. We also considered it, but we didn't do it. My question is, Mr. Chidambaram, if you considered it, if you considered and you dropped it, then Mr. Chidambaram, why did you want to help Dawood Ibrahim? Because you can't talk about the Aam Aadmi today because the dirty cash is funding Dawood Ibrahim. The dirty cash is funding the 26/11 terrorists. The dirty cash is leading to the 2007 Hyderabad blasts which were caused by the distribution of the dirty cash. You can't get away today by saying, oh, you know what, it occurred to me but I didn't do it because I thought the Aam Aadmi would be inconvenienced. Mr. Pavan Verma, the Aam Aadmi is inconvenienced by Dawood Ibrahim. Not by not being able to take a certain amount of money from the ATM for 2 days. The Aam Aadmi is inconvenienced when there's a bomb blast. So I don't agree with Chidambaram. Nalin Kohli is countering you. The debate is open. I will only intervene occasionally. Nalin Kohli.
Mr. Goswami, I think the important thing to be said about the Congress party is they are not coming up with constructive criticism. What they are coming up is with a deconstruction model. They are coming up with also, if I may say, a deconstruction model to attack the government and a construction model to somehow find a method by which the current method of stopping the flow of 500 and 1000 rupee notes is thwarted. This raises an important question. Why is the Congress fear-mongering? Why is the Congress party raising these ifs and buts and all when they know that the biggest hoards of money is not with the common man? Not with 80% of this country, 90% of India that goes out there, honestly earns it and has no capacity to stock money in sacks or in rooms or in other illicit places. So therefore it only means that they are creating fear because in the name of the poor, in the name of whom they've always done politics over these
That's what I find disturbing. No, we're getting counters. Now, Nalin, counter, 10-second counter from Pavan Verma and then we'll move on. Nalin Kohli, you have a 10-second counter from Pavan Verma. Yes, from Pavan Verma. The fact is, Nalin Kohli, okay, Pavan Verma.
10 seconds only. Nalin, while we welcome the move, would you or would you not agree that this move also requires some special effort by the government to take into account even the short-term or medium-term inconvenience?
Okay, intervention from MR. MR in the middle, MR.
Pavanji, can I intervene now? Pavanji, I understood your question, but please understand, from tomorrow morning you can pass the judgment. Why are you rushing to pass the judgment even now? No, tomorrow morning when the banks open, you will see the government's readiness on this matter.
No, I want to.
The government is putting
MR, please. MR, 1 minute, MR. Let me answer that, please, because that's a direct question to me. MR, please. May I just answer Pavan by directly?
It's not a critique.
So what is the point here? Let me just put it there. What Mr. Verma is saying is that, may I please answer this, MR? May I just let me answer this? I'm sure you can have time in the show after that. This is a direct question. The Prime Minister, no less than the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi ji said there will be a period of inconvenience.
Of course.
Now, what is the cause of inconvenience? 85% of the currency in the market is a 500 and 1000 rupee note. So you obviously have a changeover to two new currency notes, which will be the 500 and the 2000. And at the same time, you're going to have the 100, which will increase more. In all of it, if there is a slight inconvenience, we acknowledge. But what is important? No poor person is going to lose their money.
What do you mean by slight inconvenience, Mr. Kohli?
They can't withdraw.
Okay, Clyde Crasto of the
NCB. They can make use of the check or other.
Go on, Mr. Kohli.
And that special efforts are being made by the government.
Mr. Kohli,
for you, will be working on Saturday, Sunday also.
Mr. Kohli, for you, it's a slight inconvenience. But let me tell you a fact. You are talking about hoards of money, gunny bags full of money and everything. For the common man on the street, the vegetable vendor, even a few 500 rupee notes matter. Yesterday, when he took all the 500 rupee notes from people who came to buy vegetables from him and he gave his change back, this morning when he wanted to go out and buy a new stock of vegetables, he could not. He could not buy. He lost his whole day, earning today. He lost his daily wage today.
But he can deposit it in the bank today? Or is that money?
You're lying, Mr. Clyde. You're lying. You're making up facts. You're making up facts.
That is the fear.
That's hyperbole.
No. You come with me. Have you been
That's hyperbole. Don't give me the Rahul Gandhi line. Don't give me the Rahul Gandhi line. Are you reporting to Sharad Pawar or Rahul Gandhi?
No, listen.
Don't give me the Rahul Gandhi. Don't lie on television. Don't lie on television.
Why? What are you are spreading lies? These are not lies. These are the facts. Come to the streets with me and we will prove me wrong. Prove that I'm lying.
No.
Come to the streets with me.
1 minute.
Come to that vegetable vendor who I spoke to. Come on. Ask Mr. Nalin Kohli to come with, go to the vegetable vendor and ask him this question. What is the question of lying? What do you mean by lying? If a fact is a lie, then let's speak a lot of lies here. Come on.
Prove you wrong.
What is the fact?
You got the authority to say that you are speaking for the whole of the
country. Mr. Nalin Kohli, we welcome every step. No, we welcome. One minute. We welcome every step that you take.
Here is the honest taxi fellow. The taxi fellow who saw me off. Arey sir, you are on a hyperbole because the feet has shaken under your ground.
It's not a lie.
The ground doesn't exist with you. You are standing there to make a case for those who have black money. You are taking the line of the Congress party. You are entitled to. You are entitled to. There is no harm.
It has to be done.
The one example you pick and go into the street and ask people how happy they are about black money being caught.
Speak to the truth.
But you want to question it. Maybe you have a stake in the black money economy that I am not aware of.
Simple point tonight. I don't know, Clyde, why you're shouting.
This kind of vociferous thing does not happen when you see the intent and you see the real reactions that are coming from the streets.
Nalin, 1 minute. Clyde, a minute. What's MR beta?
Can I just say
look, I'm not agitated.
1 second.
I mean, every man who earns his livelihood in an honest way is delighted.
Nalin, stop.
From the smallest vendor to the taxi fellow. Everyone is delighted.
No, gentlemen, just wait.
Any kind of attack on black money.
Just wait. You don't have black money, do you, Clyde?
No.
Then why are you getting so stressed?
No, when you called it a lie. No. Arnab, please, can I say this? Please hear me out. I don't mean to shout. I don't mean to go against anything.
Clyde.
But don't call it a lie because that's what affects me.
I'm saying you are deliberately creating paranoia.
No, I'm not.
You are creating
Don't use the word lie because I told you was a fact.
I'll use the word which I want, You're not going to tell me what word I want.
No, I'm not stopping you.
Now,
I'm not stopping you.
The fact is simple. Just relax.
Yeah.
Meghnad Desai has been talking about this for some time. I want Meghnad Desai and Prakash Ambedkar on the program. I think what you are doing is you are deliberately trying to create paranoia, misleading people.
No, absolutely
questioning,
not.
Questioning. Now, Clyde.
I'm saying I welcomed it.
Now, Clyde, Clyde, don't stop over me. I can speak over you if you want.
You can, please.
Stop for a while. There are other panelists on the program.
Don't say that I'm lying.
There are other panelists on the program.
Don't say I welcome them. I welcome them. Don't say that I'm lying. Please, I request you. I request you.
Now the point is, I want
Arnab, will you allow others also to come in there?
Yes, please. 1 second, Rajiv Rai, you're free to come in. Meghnad Desai before that. Meghnad Desai and Rajiv Rai after that. First Meghnad Desai, then Rajiv Rai. Yes, Meghnad Desai.
Arnab, this is the most revolutionary step any Indian government has taken in the last 70 years. And while there will be short-term inconvenience, the long-run consequences of it are going to be profound.
Historic.
Not only in terms of redistributing income, not only in terms of impoverishing the guilty who have stacks of money in their homes, but also curing politics, Indian politics of dirty money. And I think the government is to be congratulated. It's in the interest of no political party to do this, but they have done it. And I think Indian politics will have to rethink the way it does things, because it's not just demonetization of large currency notes like Morarji Desai did. It is replacement of one set of currency by another. And this, if government gives a notice that this will be done periodically, every 5 years.
Yeah. So let's if it is indeed so historic, Meghnad Desai, if it is indeed so historic, let me try and understand from the other side what their problem is. Now, Mr. Rajiv Rai, Samajwadi Party has no political black money, does it? Does the Samajwadi Party have any black money? I presume not. I'm asking you a question. No, why are you laughing? I'm asking a serious question.
No, it's a very laughable question, Arnab, because you're asking a political party whether they have black money.
Have black money.
All political parties.
No. I'm just asking.
It's a no-brainer. Everybody is going to say they don't have.
Well, I think the job of a journalist is to cross-verify and verify as much as possible. I'm just asking a question. I'm not making an accusation. So if...
But as a chartered accountant, let me laugh at it because I know what the truth is.
Okay, well, anyway, now Rajiv Rai. Pakistan's ISI makes a 500 crore profit by distributing fake currency notes in India. Why would any party, including yours, want Pakistan's ISI to make a 500 crore profit? You should today be saying Narendra Modi did the right thing. What? You don't have black money. You don't want to help the ISI.
Arnab,
You don't want to help Dawood Ibrahim. You don't want bomb blasts in India.
how do you assume that you want the ISI to make 500 crore rupees?
No, I'm saying, I
We
presume you
want
don't.
any kind
I'm
of
to the
any
contrary.
kind
I'm
of
saying I presume you
activities.
don't.
In principle, we agree and support.
Yes.
Listen, no, yes, I agree with you. And listen, we are not against in principle against this getting back black money. We have only suggestion and request to the government. You also must ensure that poor, lower middle class, vendors, farmers.
Say, which poor man has black money?
Yeah,
Come on.
in Karnataka,
which
right now I'm in Bangalore.
Lord Desai. I want Lord Desai. I want Lord Desai to come in on this. No, I want Lord Desai
to get this black money out. But
These are
Lord Desai.
if you don't allow anybody to complete, there is no question of.
Just 1 minute. Rajiv Rai, Meghnad Desai is countering you. I have heard this since yesterday, you see. Everybody comes on the program and says, I don't have black money. We never know of black money. No political party in India has black money. No rich businessman in India has black money. No corrupt bureaucrat in India has black money. But that poor man has black money. Someone, Evan, will you stop laughing, please?
Because it is such a laughable matter.
The question
for heaven's sake, let us understand it is a laughable matter.
Lord Desai, I have never seen so many political parties blame the poorest people in India of having black money. I mean, what exactly is going on here? Meghnad Desai.
no. Let me put it this way. For a long time, the poor in India have been used as an excuse for not doing radical things. This time, it's very simple. Black money and white money look the same. The poor only use white money. There will be inconvenience for a very small number of days, but that should not be an argument for never doing anything.
Yeah.
That is the issue.
Yeah.
Issue is not that the common man is inconvenienced. The common man is willing to be inconvenienced.
Prakash Ambedkar, after that I see your hand powered Verma. Prakash Ambedkar. Prakash Ambedkar, please. Prakash, let's get everyone in and then we'll open the debate again. Prakash Ambedkar.
The move made by...
No, you should ask this question to BJP.
The move
2 years
made by
back, 4 crore rupees you are missing
Just
from
can
their
I have Prakash Ambedkar, please?
was that?
Prakash Ambedkar, please. Prakash Ambedkar. Yes.
It's a move that was need of the hour. At the same time, I would say that there are nearly about 25% of the population who is without banking system and he lives on hard cash. Now, these are the people who are going to be affected. I stay in the city of Mumbai, where nearly 20% of the people in the city of Mumbai have to earn their hard money by labor.
Okay.
And unless and until they earn the money, they can't run their houses.
Okay.
Now, this is a class which is most affected.
Right.
There is no relief for him. What we demand is that this class there should be a relief.
Arnab, the
Relief
very
in the
same
sense
parties who
that
are now...
he has money today.
Now,
Now,
let me come, Arnab.
let me tell you, today I had a meeting
please
of my
let me tell
political
you,
party
the
workers.
parties who are cribbing about this
Only
problem for 1 day or
20,
2 days
20%
are the
came.
parties who have
And the others didn't come. They
held this
simply
country
said
to
that
ransom
if we
through
come,
buns.
we would be spending our money on the buses.
sympathy
Just
with the poor?
Meghnad Desai. Okay, MR step back. This argument therefore.
Farmers have brought their
MR is on now. Let MR speak. Prakash Ambedkar, pull back. MR. MR.
This is what is there.
Lord Desai. Yeah, Lord Desai, sorry.
Yeah, listen, for 48 to 72 hours, there is a minor inconvenience. The banks are going to sort it out very quickly.
Let me inform,
and this liquidity
Mr. Lord Meghnad,
will be reduced.
that banking has nothing to do with this 25% of the population.
It may last for 1 week.
They are daily wage earners.
It's a minor inconvenience.
And this daily wage earner earns only if the other class has the funds. Today he doesn't have the funds. And therefore those who are working at daily wages, they don't
He will have them tomorrow. He will have them tomorrow.
He will be starving.
He will have them tomorrow.
After 3 days he will be
have
starving.
them tomorrow.
It is this class that needs to be addressed.
No, he'll have the money tomorrow.
We have
He
seen
will have
this
the money
when
tomorrow.
Morarji Desai in
He will have the money
1978
tomorrow.
changed the currency itself. This is not a new.
He will have the
this is
money
not a new
tomorrow.
phenomena. I have seen that in 1978. The changes brought about went on for 2 months.
Your poor man will have
and
money
half
tomorrow.
of the people had to live
Your
just
poor
on one.
man will
I have some breaking news out here, please.
Stop
One second.
using the
One second.
poor
What
man.
the government is clearly doing.
Stop
Pavan Verma coming to you.
using the
Pavan
poor
Verma,
man.
1 minute. Pavan Verma. Pavan Verma now, please. 1 second. Pavan Verma, please, is back on the
मैं
debate.
आपसे यह विनती करूंगा कि मोरारजी देसाई के वक्त की जो परिस्थिति है वो परिस्थिति का दोबारा आप बयान कर दीजिए तो लोगों को पता चलेगा कि उस वक्त लोगों ने कितना सैलाब जो है वो अपना ध्यान दिया है और आज वही वहां पर होगा। परिस्थिति कोई सुधरने वाली नहीं है।
तो आप ये भी कह दे अगर आपका ऐसा पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है तो आप आज ये भी कह दे कि राजा महाराजाओं के जमाने के तरह हम वापस जाके अबॉलिशन ऑफ प्रिवी पर्सन्स को फिर वापस लाएं। हमारे देश के टैक्स पेयर्स जो स्वार्थी नहीं है वो लोग अपने टैक्स पेयर पैसों से दौलतमंद और करप्ट लोगों को फंड करते रहे। आप आज गरीबों के नाम पे ब्लैक मनी होल्डर्स को समर्थन मत दीजिए।
बदला था उसके बाद भी काला पैसा यहाँ पर धन हुआ, क्या हुआ उसका?
भाई आपने नहीं किया तो ये किसी और की गलती क्या है? आप लोगों ने क्यों नहीं किया?
आपकी गलती नहीं है, आपकी समाज की गलती है, यहाँ पर आपकी व्यवस्था की गलती है, आपके एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन की गलती है।
कैसे आप सुधार लाना चाहते हैं तो बताइए। समाज में कैसे सुधार लाना चाहते हैं? काले धन से कैसा आप युद्ध झेलना चाहते हैं बताइए हम लोगों को।
क्या आपको
आपके लेक्चर की कोई जरूरत नहीं है। आप इतना बोल दीजिए आप कैसा इस युद्ध में साथ देना चाहते हैं और सुधार लाना चाहते हैं, बस इतना बता दीजिए। सर सुधार कैसा लाना चाहते बिंदु करके आप बोल दीजिए कि ये काम करना चाहते हैं।
कमेटी ने नाम नहीं दिए कि इनके पास काला धन करके
रोड टू रिफॉर्म। Road to reform is what we want. We don't want your lecture. Please tell us 1, 2, 3. This is what the government must do. Don't oppose it because you got an airtime and you got a mic, and don't oppose it for the sake of opposition. Please tell us 1, 2, 3. Or you think the situation is beyond redemption? Please tell that also.
सवाल ऐसा है कि जिनके पास काला पैसा है, जिनकी लिस्ट आपके पास कांग्रेस की सरकार थी उसके पास भी है, बीजेपी की सरकार है उनके पास भी है। आप उनको गले क्यों नहीं पकड़ते?
Nalin Kohli and Pavan Verma, please on the debate. 1 second, please. Nalin Kohli and Pavan Verma, and let me tell you this. Let me make the issue broader, and let me tell you exactly what is happening tonight. And I want Pavan Verma also back on the debate. Please understand this. Understand this. No, 1 sec. Just 1 minute. Can I make a point? Here today? The problem is, the problem is just one observation. Bits and pieces and this piecemeal approach, Pavan Verma, this piecemeal approach takes this country nowhere. This piecemeal approach has not ended black money. It has led to the hoarding of black money. The piecemeal approach has not stopped corruption, it has led to the biggest scams. What we are saying here today, and I hope you now, let's broad-base the debate, that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is not implementing the piecemeal approach anymore. Mahesh Jethmalani, welcome to the debate. Pavan Verma, answer this. Is this not, Pavan Verma, and give me a pointed answer, the biggest anti-corruption reform since independence? That in one swipe you have removed the deep-rooted problem of black money. Is this or is this not, Pavan Verma, the biggest anti-corruption reform since independence?
Yeah, I heard the question. Can you allow me to speak, please? Thank you so much. I just want to say that while we welcome this move, I think that Arnab, it's best for maintaining a certain credible balance not to get too euphoric. I'll tell you why. I agree with Lord Meghnad Desai that this is a welcome move. But when he says that we need to take radical steps, or when you say that we don't need to do piecemeal reform, I asked the question from the very beginning, why has not the provision in the Representation of People's Act, which allows nameless donations to political parties, which is the beach for all black money in this country, been repealed? It's lying before the government and before Parliament. Secondly, I asked this question that there is a lot of black money, Arnab, which is lying in gold and Benami property, and we need to unearth it as well, because until that is unearthed, merely demonetizing some notes and issuing fresh notes will not solve the problem. Thirdly, I'm just opening it for debate, Arnab, please listen. Thirdly, take the loans owed to banks. Now the banking sector is in a mess.
You are talking of systemic issues, Pavan Verma. Pavan Verma, 1 minute. Pavan Verma, 1 minute. Pavan Verma.
Let me finish, sir.
No, Pavan Verma, listen. Pavan Verma, listen. Sir, you're not answering my question. Sir, you are making 5 points at a time, but answer my question, please. See,
3 points, sir.
What am I asking?
Quiet while everybody shouts. Then you don't let me
Mr.
speak.
Verma, you can make 20 points, but will you not answer my question?
I asked you one question. I answered your question on piecemeal. I believe this is not the only thing that can be done to eliminate black money, and the government should be under no illusions on this, nor should you. I asked a second question about other forms of black money and the need to unearth it and the need to bring back black money.
Mr. Verma, now you are, Mr. Verma, I heard your point now. Now, Mr. Verma.
Flight of capital from India.
Mr. Verma.
The last point I want to make.
Mr. Verma, you are making all points, but you are not answering questions.
10 seconds only, Arnab. Last point I wish to make is that there are debts owed by a handful of industrialists and business houses to
Mr. Verma.
They are in lakhs of crores.
Yeah, Mr. Verma.
The government is planning to write them off as NPAs.
Mr.
We
Verma.
are condoning business houses.
It's
condoning business houses.
I know.
While fighting against black money, the two can't go together.
It's okay. Now, Mr. Verma, that's a very long question. Mr. Verma, listen. Mr. Verma, now I object now. Mr. Verma, see.
Okay.
This is now, Mr. Verma, you know what you'll do. When I stop you, you'll say, I'll never get to speak, I'll walk out and all that you'll do. But the fact of the matter is, I ask you a 30... No, Mr. Verma, please. Now, you see, Mr. Verma, I'm observing your form here on the debate. I ask a 30-second question. You gave me a 7.4 minute reply and I did not interrupt you. You spoke.
No, I gave you 3 points.
No, that's all. No, but the question is simply, it's all right. Very good question, right? Very good points. Answer the question, no. Why was everybody else helping Dawood Ibrahim till now?
You are asking me this question. The question is so atrocious that I don't
know. No,
it's not
atrocious. I'll tell you why. Now let me explain it.
I'll tell you why. Because how can you ask a rhetorical question?
No, I'm not asking a rhetorical question. Mr. Verma, now you see. Now listen. No, Mr. Verma, 1 minute. Just 1 minute, Mr. Verma. You see, I'll tell you, Mr. Verma. Do not dismiss a very basic question as a rhetorical question. I'll tell you why. I have been looking into what Mr. Chidambaram has said. He's in a lamenting mode today because he says the Indian taxpayer is too inconvenienced. I say, go to any Indian today, any Indian anywhere. If I open the phone lines now, Mr. Verma, and I will now. I'm actually opening the phone lines now and I'm asking. No, Mr. Verma. Mr. Jethmalani will respond and the debate will be open. You see, ask any Indian today. Phone lines are open. Ask any Indian today, what is more important? Dirty cash that funds corruption, dirty cash that funds Dawood, dirty cash that funds 2611, dirty cash that funds the 2007 blast, dirty cash that funds the 2011 July blast, dirty cash that gives a profit to the ISI, dirty cash that funds the Lashkar-e-Toiba. Yeah, is fighting that dirty cash more important, or the fact that for 2 days you may not have a huge amount of liquidity in your personal system? And Mr. Verma, besides political parties, I can assure you Indians are not talking about that. They also want the country to change. But since you raised the question of inconvenience, and I call it a camouflage by political parties, Mahesh Jethmalani is on the debate. Let him respond to you. Mahesh Jethmalani, please. You can answer the point of inconvenience, Mahesh Jethmalani. It's an issue you've dealt with at length.
Arnab, this whole question about inconvenience is a red herring. Of course, when you undertake such a major reform designed to attack many evils on many fronts, there is going to be some disruption in the short term. But in the long term, things are going to settle down. And beware of politicians who say the poor are inconvenienced. When you get a politician talking in the name of the poor, your antenna must go up. Beware of such people. In the long run, this is not only going to help the poor, this is going to help it is the most significant step for the eradication of black money. Pavan Verma's protestations to the contrary notwithstanding, but even he had to admit that it's a welcome step. Now let me tell you something.
See, Arnab,
it is Mr. Chidambaram who said that during the UPA regime that more than the money lying abroad, there is more black money lying in this country. There is more money lying in this country, black money lying in this country. Mr. Chidambaram said so. Now when you take the only most drastic step that could be taken to eradicate black money, which not only solves the problem of funding of terrorism, it brings a multitude of people into the banking system, it penalizes the dishonest taxpayer, it puts a premium on honesty. People like Pavan Verma are casting doubts on the efficacy of this. There cannot be I challenge Mr. Verma to enunciate on this program today a more efficacious program to eradicate black money.
It's a question asked to me. Let me answer. First of all, Mahesh bhai, you don't have to become so excited about this fact. We have welcomed the move and we are equally committed like you, without carrying it on our sleeve, to fight black money and the link between black money and terrorism. If we raise some queries about what more needs to be done, it does not anyway dilute our commitment. So don't claim a pedestal for yourself, first of all. And don't point fingers at others. This is part of the reason why debates become
we're not claiming a pedestal for yourself, but don't undermine a good step on the other hand. Don't undermine a good step on the other hand.
No, let me answer your question. I did not say that this is not a welcome move.
You were supposed to come to the point, enunciate a policy decision which is more efficacious. Don't say,
I will tell you. I mentioned one of them. And you should know it. You are a lawyer. You are not that innocent about where black money, what is the beach of the generation and the proliferation of black money in this country, and that is the nexus between politics and unaccounted money, and that requires the repeal of several laws which have been put up by the Election Commission and are lying before the government and parliament.
Why didn't you raise this?
Let Mahesh Jethmalani take that. Let Mahesh Jethmalani take that.
But Pavan Verma, in one stroke, the government has rendered worthless the paper money which is lying with all the politicians. At one stroke. It has been reduced to a zero. You have taken it out of the hands of the political class and the political establishment at one stroke.
I want to answer that. Please allow me. Sir, they have done it at this juncture. And I want to say, before you become populistic about it, we have welcomed this move. All I'm saying is, so long as you don't repeal the law...
No, please, don't get ad hominem. I'm trying to expose your sophistry with passion.
Itself. The same system will resurrect itself so long as you allow nameless donors to parties to continue. Please understand the problem at its crux.
Mr. Verma, let me ask you, let me just give you a little analogy, please. And one sec. Mahesh Jethmalani, just a minute. Mr. Verma, just to use an analogy to take your point further, you are in a situation where you're saying there is a tree that only grows rotten apples. There is a tree that only grows rotten apples. Your view is that occasionally we should go to an apple, whisper to the apple that, Mr. Apple, if you don't worry, if you don't change, then I'm going to pluck you away and then come back and do nothing and again look gloriously at the tree full of rotten apples. You are saying that that is a better solution than going and burning the whole tree full of rotten apples itself. You want to reform the rotten apples, they won't. What the Prime Minister has done is burned the tree full of rotten apples. Mr. Verma, I don't understand. Please.
You are not willing to understand what I said.
No, Mr. Verma, you are not willing to listen to me, Mr. Verma.
I say go to the root of the problem.
He's exposing sophistry. He's exposing sophistry.
Money in India. There is money linked politics and unaccounted money. I welcome this move, but please don't believe that this is the last and final step that needs to be taken.
Okay, counter from MR. Counter from MR. MR counters. MR's counter. MR's counter.
Also do not believe that this is going to be the last step in the war against corruption and black money. This may be one of the several steps. You must know, right from putting the SIT in place, then the foreign assets disclosure act, then there was an amnesty scheme, then this 500 rupee and 1000 rupee demonetization. Is a part of a long process. I will tell you what is coming next. The next is the nationalization of all wealth outside India. That is going to come, and that is going to be part of the entire series. And at that time also, please make up your mind whether you are going to welcome it or you are going to have kintu parantus about it. Let us be clear.
Prakash Ambedkar. Prakash Ambedkar.
If that is going to be nationalized, everybody is going to welcome. The question is now when you are changing the currency, democracy into consideration what we are saying is that 25% of the population who is not there in the banking sector and who lives on daily wages, that is most important. That is most important.
Are you saying, okay, Prakash Ambedkar, I am now going to have to intervene. 1 second.
Very clear.
Mr. Ambedkar, Mr. Ambedkar,
money
no, sir, this is just unreasonable.
So black money is not
this is unreasonable
in the first place.
Now you're being unreasonable.
Second place is that
sir, now you're being unreasonable, sir. Now you're being unreasonable.
2,000 rupees is going to have a GPS.
Sir, listen to me. Sir,
so who's going to take?
Okay.
That 2,000 rupees
Okay. Lord.
So again, you are going to create a new mess.
Nalin Kohli is countering you 1 second.
That also needs to be
Nalin Kohli is countering you. Before Nalin Kohli comes in, a word from me, please. Prakash Ambedkar, before Nalin Kohli, a word comes in. I want to know tonight the great source of this massive revelation, viewers, that the poorest people in India are the biggest hoarders of black money. Political parties come on the Newshour and say the poorest people of India are the greatest owners of black money.
To the other end. You are taking it to the other end.
No, I'm not. You are the one who's making that point. Okay, Nalin is on the debate. No. Pavan Verma, you are shaking your hand. Pavan Verma, 1 minute. Nalin Kohli and Pavan Verma, 1 second. Nalin Kohli, Pavan Verma. Nalin on the debate.
And they can't
Mr. Goswami.
Nalin.
Mr. Goswami, I'd like to make a few points. I've heard Prakash ji mention 2-3 times the same point. The difference between the politics preceding Narendra Modi
government read the recommendation of that committee, and if they have read it, what
everyone else sir, I did not interrupt you, and I would say please respect your own age. It comes across as being rude. हिंदी में हम शब्द कहते हैं, ये तमीज नहीं है सर. तो मैं आपसे निवेदन कर रहा हूं, मैंने आपकी बात बड़े ध्यानपूर्वक सुना, मैं उन तर्कों से बिल्कुल सहमत नहीं हूं, अपनी बात कहना चाहता हूं. आप जो है बार बार गरीबों की बात कर रहे हैं. आज तक 40 साल में गरीबों के बैंक अकाउंट क्यों नहीं खुले, और नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने 23 करोड़ बैंक अकाउंट क्यों खोले और कैसे खोल दिए. हर आदमी गरीब के नाम पर अपनी राजनीति करता है, गरीबों के लिए कुछ नहीं करता है. ये स्कीम गरीबों के लिए स्कीम है, किसानों के लिए, हर व्यक्ति के लिए है जो अपनी रोजी रोटी ईमानदारी से करता है, भाषणबाजी नहीं करता गरीबों के लिए.
आपके पास कोई
आप इसलिए बीच में बोल रहे हैं क्योंकि आप तर्कहीन हैं. आप जो है तर्कों का सामना नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो अपनी उम्र का लिहाजा करके कम से कम तर्कों तो मुझसे ले लीजिए, ताकि आगे जाकर किसी और चैनल पे आप ऐसी बेतुकी बातें नहीं करेंगे. तो मेरा आपसे निवेदन है, कुछ तर्क ले लीजिए, आप अपनी जानकारी बढ़ा लीजिए, ताकि तर्कहीन बातें में ऐसे चढ़कर बदतमीजी किसी चैनल पे ना करें. सर, मेरा आपसे निवेदन है सर, अपनी उम्र का थोड़ा सा लिहाजा करते हुए.
All right, gentlemen, come down. Meghnad Desai is on the debate. I'm intervening between these two gentlemen right now. Meghnad Desai wants to make a point. Lord Meghnad Desai, please. Meghnad Desai. Viewers, 1 second. Viewers, lot of breaking news tonight. Meghnad Desai, please. Meghnad Desai on the screen right now. I call this an empowering move to destroy a parallel economy which runs on the basis of a circulation of fake currency. And to Pavan Verma, before I come back to you, I want to just make one point as I go to Meghnad Desai, that Chidambaram in 2009 and acknowledged that the fake currency racket is a huge racket and not a cottage industry. I want to know, and the nation wants to know, why Chidambaram never felt the urgency to intervene in 2009. You know that there is a problem. It is eating the nation from within, but you don't intervene. You say it's not time yet. Everyone will ask Mr. Chidambaram that question as well. Meghnad Desai, please. Professor Desai.
There is more black money. There is more black money within the country than there is outside, and it's money within the country which is corrupting us. I know what Pavan Verma said, that the Electoral Commission should do such and such, but that is secondary to, first of all, eliminating the hordes of black money. And if in future new ones come, we will demonetize again and again and again till people learn that hoarding money is a crime. And it also is a loss-making proposition. That is what needs to be done. And this is what the government has done, and that's the most radical socialist
Meghnad Desai, to the issue of inconvenience, your response, sir. To the issue of inconvenience.
Yeah,
your response.
Inconvenience is at most 1 week, if that. I think about 3 or 4 days. As soon as the new 500 rupee notes come back into it, there will be very smooth changeover and people will get the money.
Okay, Siddharth from Bengaluru. Siddharth, hi. Siddharth, hi. Arnab here. Siddharth. Siddharth, reduce the volume of your TV set. Otherwise, we're going to be talking over each other. Please, Siddharth. Just mute your TV set, please. Otherwise, I'll move to the next caller. Siddharth. Yes, Siddharth. 1 second. Siddharth, go ahead. Just reduce the TV set, please, Siddharth. Reduce it, please. Mute it, please. Yeah.
Yes. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Yes, Arnab. Hi.
Ask your question.
Yeah, Arnab. It's not really a question. It is actually a question for politicians who are actually, shooting off the shoulders of the poor man.
Yeah.
Most of it has already been covered, where you have actually already exposed them, saying that they are blaming the poor man for hoarding black money. Even if the poor man, it's not that even if it's a daily wage earner, it's not that he doesn't have anything in his pocket. At the end of the day, he may have something back home. He can actually exchange. There is a limit of up to 4,000 he can exchange.
Yeah.
His employer doesn't have anything to pay for him. I mean, there should be some kind of arrangement made by the employer. I mean, if it's about feeding him, feeding the family, something or the other, some arrangement definitely has to be made. And 2-3 days inconvenience, I do agree. After that, it is going to be convenience all the way for the poor man.
Going back at this point of time, once again to Pavan Verma. Pavan Verma, why don't you acknowledge? I mean, political differences apart, you have a running political feud with Narendra Modi. You've had a bitter battle in Bihar. Nitish Kumar and Narendra Modi are positioned nationally against each other, and hence perhaps it is an urge on your part to be in perennial criticism mode. But Pavan Verma, when there are steps like this which are taken, it is in bad form to pick holes. I'm sure you'll agree with me on that.
Okay, Arnab.
Yes. No. It's a very short question compared to your answers. I had no personal observation as well. But Pavan Verma, since you're smiling and I have a bad habit of asking long questions, I will indulge myself here. You keep saying this small-scale corruption is fought on. Is it cracking down on small-scale corruption or corruption that reaches the very top, when there was a crackdown in which we saw swift arrests in a case? And I hope you remember the case where documents to and from the PMO, documents to and from the Ministry of Finance pertaining to the union budget, documents pertaining to foreign opportunities for investments, documents were all leaked, and it does not matter how high up the office is, and the scale and magnitude was investigated at that point of time. I just want to ask you here today, the magnitude of the schemes which are being undertaken. Why would you not step forward and say this is the biggest fight against corruption? I want to be a part of it. I don't want to step aside and pick holes. This is not what the nation wants. Yes, Paul. Yes, Paul.
Okay.
Yes.
Now that you've asked your question, I was smiling only because your question was so long. But I'll make a short answer. I am not saying that this step is wrong. I am only not becoming so emphatic as you are, because I am pointing out that while it's a step in the right direction, there are certain aspects that need to be kept in mind if you are moving towards the goal of eliminating black money. My problem is that even if you raise a constructive query on what more needs to be done, or what has been left out, or what can be done to reduce the inconveniences in the short term. No, let me finish, because you can't be unfair.
No, but Mr. Verma, you can't.
Kintu parantu kyun kar rahe ho? Kintu parantu kyun kar rahe? You want a debate where we all agree with you.
Mr. Verma, your prophecy of a homogeneous society where everyone is forced, right, to agree with each other is something. Mr. Verma, it is a construct of your imagination, sir. Sir, you have a very active imagination. I don't. I have no such image of a homogeneous society. But the point is, you say this is one step in the right direction. I want to know, and I'm closing here. Let's Mahesh Jethmalani wants to come in. Actually, I let Mahesh Jethmalani come in straight. I don't know who else took a right step in the right direction and why the others did not. That's all I'm asking you. I know that the political structure of India and Indian elections is funded on black money. I can say confidently that political parties are sitting on piles of black money and unaccounted wealth, and I want to know why no political party in 70 years since independence could take even a fraction of this step, and now wants to sit in judgment and say what you've done is not enough.
Kintu parantu.
And that's what M.R. Venkatesh calls Kintu parantu. Mahesh Jethmalani is responding. Debate is ending in 3 minutes. Mahesh.
But I mean, just to briefly deal with what Pavan Verma said, he should know that Nitish Kumar has welcomed this step without the caveats and the dilution which Pavan Verma today is expressing on television. Secondly, Arnab, there's another insidious argument. I just want to deal with that. There's another insidious argument which opponents of this scheme are now bringing out. But you have now brought in No, I'm not trying to drive a rift with you. That you're prone to doing. I'm certainly not trying to drive a rift with you. But I'm saying he did do it unconditionally, and I'm pointing out that perhaps you're out of tune with your party leader. That's all I'm pointing out.
All right, one second. Nitesh from Ahmedabad. Last call.
I'm just saying you're out of tune.
Nitesh, hi, Nitesh, hi.
Hi, Pranav.
Nitesh is on the line, gentlemen. Nitesh, let Nitesh speak.
To Nitish Kumar.
Yeah. Hi, Pranav, I have only one comment for all these politicians who are crying on the name of a poor man. You know, I don't understand when these people were there when the poor man was suffering in the Delhi jam, or a poor man still suffering from the suffocation in the Delhi and nearby area. That time these politicians are not crying on it. Secondly, I just want to make this thing. If they are so worried about a poor man, why don't they take out the black money and distribute to a poor man? Then Modi doesn't have to do any step like this. It's a simple thing. I just want to ask these people.
Good input on a possible redistribution of wealth. I think a lot of people will benefit. Okay, gentlemen.